A huge shout out to Cavalier Mazda for allowing me to review the 2026 Mazda CX-50. What up, good people? Today we're reviewing the 2026 Mazda CX-50. This particular model wrapped in a gray metallic. So look at that gray. It's like a dark gray. It's a deep tone gray, but that thing looking right. That thing looking nice and right. So yeah. And then you got your LED daytime running lights with your low and high beams right there. And then this massive grille right there. You got the Mazda emblem, and then this mush grill type deal. Looking low on the bumper right there. You have your parking sensors right there. So yeah, that is nice. And then you got your turn signal right there on the lower bumper. And you got your little mush grill. This is not, they are not functional at all. So yeah. Under the hood powers the Mazda CX-50. It's powered by a 2.5 liter Skyactiv technology inline 4 engine producing 187 horses for the torque 185 at 4,000 RPM. It can accelerate from 0 to 60 in approximately 8.4 seconds and reaching a top speed of 115 miles per hour. And when it comes to a fuel economy, you can expect the EPA estimated 24 mpg in the city, 30 mpg on the highway, and 26 mpg combined, giving you great balance of performance and efficiency for everyday driving. We're making our way to the side profile of the vehicle. The length is 185 inches with a wheelbase of 110 inches. And man, at a certain angle, you see the sharp body lines on this CX-50. Look at them sharp body lines. Boom. Goes up, then got sharp body lines. And then you get close to the back of the quarter panel. And the rear is a little bit wider, so it sticks out a little bit. So yeah. That is nice right there. See, it just sticks out just a little bit. So yeah, that thing nice. I'm not a fan of the plastic black. So you got plastic black fender wells right there, plastic right there. So yeah, not a fan of it. It could have gave me that a little bit of at least a gloss black. Like the mirror caps, it's gloss black. So yeah, you got gloss black with the LED turn signal right there. You have disc brakes in all four corners with some 18-inch alloy wheels with a machine accent finish. So yeah. Now we're making our way to the back of the vehicle. You have your Mazda emblem right there with your CX-50 emblem with all-wheel drive. This particular model is a hybrid, and you have your LED brake lights with your turn signals and your reverse lights. And then down here is your reflectors. You have dual pipes with your tow hitch right there. So yeah, and you have your third brake light right there with your rear wiper. Like I said, these is not functional. And then on the lower bumper, you have your parking sensors down there. Let's take one more look at the Mazda CX-50. As you can see, when the sun is hitting it, it look a little bit lighter. When it's in the shadows or shade, it look dark. So yeah. Now we're making our way inside of the vehicle. We're greeted with red leather seats with black accents. That ties in very nicely. On the left, you have your power and charge. On the right, you have your gas gauge with your engine temp. In the middle, you have your MPH. Now we're bringing it back to your leather wrapped steering wheel, and this feels a little small in my hand, but on the left side of the steering wheel, you have your Bluetooth and volume button with your radio control alongside voice command. On the right side of the steering wheel, you have your cruise control setting with your lane keep assist. So the buttons right here are your parking sensor with your traction control with your gas release, and then you have your safety button right there. So it turns off all the blind spot detection, your parking sensors, and basically your lane keep assist type deal. The buttons below that is your trunk and memory seat settings right here. So, you know, just in case you need, you know, you want to set your memory seat. So, yeah. So you got 1 and 2. On the door panel, you have your standard unlock and lock. Right here is leather with red stitching. So, like I said, it's tied in very nicely. I like it. I like it a lot. Looking down on the door panel, you have your standard unlock and lock with your one-touch window control with mirror control. Then you got power folding mirrors. You have your power start button, aka your push button start. This particular model is a keyless entry. The reason why it's called power is because it's an EV. So yeah, right here we're looking at a non-touchscreen display. So yeah, let me turn that on real quick for you. Turn it down, and you got the rotary dial right there. So yeah, so you use the center rotary dial, and it goes through your info, entertainment. Looking down from the radio, you have your dual climate control with your heated and cool seats alongside your heated steering wheel. And man, if you notice on the dash, you have leather with red stitching that tying in very nicely throughout the whole vehicle. You have your shift knob with your leather boot. This particular model is the CVT, continuous variable transmission. And you have your drive mode right here. You go through power, normal, trail. On the shift knob, you have your electronic parking with your auto hold, and this is operating the infotainment center. This is navigation, music, home, back, and then when you want to like select anything, you just push the button in and go home right there. Beside the shift knob, you have your EV button. So EV mode is basically, you know, EV mode. Behind the EV button, you have your volume control. So this is your where you can go through your track, and then you got favorite right there. You have your wireless charging pad right here, and then you made our way inside of the center console. You got 2 Type-C outlets, and this is pretty deep a little bit. I'd say you'll put about a few bags of chips, maybe 6 or 7 Twinkies, maybe I'd say 0 cakes, probably 10. So yeah. One thing I do like about the Max is the texture, and it look a little bit elevated. And you got the CX-50, so that's a little bit like a brushed aluminum type deal. So that's pretty dope. I ain't gonna say a lie, I wish the Elantra did that. You know what I'm saying? Hyundai did that for my Elantra. But yeah, that's pretty dope though. You have your glove box for your extra storage space. We made our way up to your interior lighting with your moonroof control. Now we're making our way to the back of the vehicle. We're also greeted with red leather seats with black accents throughout the whole vehicle. Like I said, it's tying in very nicely. I like how they kept it a consistency from the front to the back to the back to the front. So yeah, that is dope. I like the perforated or the holes inside of it, like a ventilated type leather, and then I like the black scrape right there, right down the middle. Your passenger have air vents with heated seats alongside your 2 Type-C outlets, and also you have your cup holder area right here. The seat is positioned for me. I'm 5'11", and I have no leg room, but I got a decent amount of headroom. So yeah, if I was taking this on a road trip, I can only probably sit back here comfortably, probably about 2 or 3 hours. I'm gonna be honest, because man, I need to stretch my legs. You know what I'm saying? At least having things to go out. You know, my legs get a little. So yeah. This is how I look right here. Looking down on the door pane, you have your one-touch window control. And they have an automatic power lift gate, so yeah. Now we're making our way to the cargo area. Dang, imagine a decent amount of space. And yo, you can put about a 32-inch TV back here, maybe a 40. So yeah, you got a good amount of cargo space, so yeah. And then when you're done, just press this button right here. Close the gate. About to try the Mazda CX-50. Let's get it. It's in sport mode too. Yep. Well, it's called power mode. So it's acting sport mode a little bit. So, yeah. So as you can see, when I got on that gas, it was ready to go. So yeah. Driving it, initial thought with all that noise, it's just a lot of noise, making a bunch of binging. But initial thought, driving this thing, it feels smooth. I'm not gonna say a lie. The steering wheel in my hand, I don't like the way it feels. It's a little bit small. Could have been a little chunky. But this infotainment center, if you noticed my last review, I had the Mazda CX-5 and it had a massive 12.9-inch touchscreen display. They should do this in all their models, giving me that big 12.9-inch touchscreen display. Well, you know what I'm saying? We out of that universe with the rotary dial. Like, look, I don't need that no more. Give me something I can touch. You know what I'm saying? But I like it a lot. The visibility on this thing is open, so I can see throughout. So yeah. A huge shout out to Cavalier Mazda for allowing me to review the 2026 Mazda CX-50. If you need any information about them, I'll leave a link in the description below.